All Black Everything. Come on in, come on in. Welcome. Tell a friend. Hey, we back. Tavistock Stock Institute, chapter 4. All Black Everything. Think it's like, think you want it. Big dreams, many streams. Do not on rights to this music. Peace to the King Lou Rawls. Now we keep going in the background, y'all. Getting deeper. The rabbit hole gets deeper. And we just keeping it moving. Appreciate y'all for checking this out. Take a look at these. Here we go. Like and share, subscribe. You know how we do. Thumbs up like you're hitchhiking. It continues. Russell continued, quote, the subject will make great strides when it's taken by scientists under a scientific dictatorship. The social psychologists of the future will have a number of classes of school children on whom they will try different methods of producing an unshakable conviction, that snow is black. Various results will soon be arrived at. Second, that not much can be done unless indoctrination begins before the age of 10. Third, that verses set to music and repeatedly are very effective. Fourth, that the opinion that snow is white must be held to show a morbid taste for eccentricity. Yes, eccentricity. But I anticipate it is for future scientists to make these maxims precise and discover exactly how much it costs per head to make children believe that snow is black, and how much less it would cost to make them believe it is dark gray. This science will be diligently studied. It will be rigidly confined to the governing class. The populace will not be allowed to know how its convictions were generated. Secret. When the technique has been perfected, every government that has been in charge of education for a generation will be able to control its subjects securely without the need of armies or policemen. End quote. The Russells, an English noble family, came into their own during the reign of Henry VIII. Earl Bertrand Russell was the grandson of Lord John Russell, 1798 to 1878. Twice prime minister during the reign of Queen Victoria. Do your own diligence. It's all there. Don't take my word for it. Enter Aldous Huxley. It was Lord Russell who proposed the development of mass drugging populations as a method of social control through decriminalization of marijuana and other dangerous psychotropic drugs and the modification of the use of language to put a grandson of the famous biologist Charles Darwin's theory of evolution, quote, a leading member of the Metaphysical Society, which was founded in 1869 in an attempt to forge a more effective intellectual elite out of the membership of the Oxford Essayists and the Cambridge Apostles, end quote, who coined the term, and his leading circles denied the ability of man to actually know anything. The so-called no-soul doctrine that was at the heart of Wells' book, Open Conspiracy. Unlike his grandfather, Aldous Huxley was a novelist who liked to experiment with drugs to discover his inner creativity and spiritual connection. Drugs, more than evangelists, he believed, had the psychedelic power to tap into a spiritual well of visions. Even a fleeting experience of self-transcendence could shatter society's society's traditional way of thinking about religion in each person's pursuit of a deeper and more meaningful spiritual life. Huxley predicted that religion would be transformed from, quote, an activity mainly concerned about symbols, end quote, to an activity mainly concerned with experience and intuition. It all went back to Thomas Huxley's basic teaching. Quote, the unifying theme was the denial of the nobility of man as expressed in the probable power of the human mind to create and discover more ideas, end quote. Aldous Huxley was a lifelong collaborator of Arnold Joseph Toynbee, an economic historian whose 12-volume analysis of the rise and the fall of civilizations examined history from a global perspective. Huxley met Toynbee at Oxford, where he was where he was tutored by H.G. Wells, who was T.H. Huxley's protege, his grandfather. While Wells went on to become the head of the British Foreign Intelligence during World War I, Toynbee sat on the Royal Institute of International Affairs, or RIIA, Council in Chatham House, interlocked with the CFR in the United States for nearly 50 years. During World War I, he also headed the research division of the Intelligence Department for the British Foreign Office and was a delegate to the Paris Peace Conference in 1919. Do your research. There go another jewel. From 1925 to 1955, he served as the director of studies at the RIIA, and then during World War II, he became Prime Minister Winston Churchill's briefing officer. See the connections? You see how the connections go? Family ties, not just a show. We're going to end it right there, though. That's a lot of information. It's getting heavy. It's very powerful information getting dropped. Do your own diligence. Don't take my word for nothing. I'm just sharing this information. Knowledge is free. Nobody owns it. Just doing what I can, doing my part. Tavistock Institute, Chapter 4, the doors of perception to the CIA psychedelic revolution. We coming right back. It says all black everything. Think it's black. Big dreams, many streams. Y'all check us out. Come back with us. Keep rocking. Thumbs up, like it, share, subscribe it, hit the notifications so you can know when we going live. Appreciate y'all. It's getting deep.